Citizenship stripped. No warning. No defense. Are you truly protected as a U.S. citizen? Could one forgotten detail from your green card days cost you everything even years later? And is the government already removing citizenship without a trial? Let's break down what's happening now and why it could happen to you. This is Immiscope, where we deliver urgent U.S. immigration updates with zero fluff. In July 2025, the Department of Justice made it official. Naturalized citizens can now lose their status under civil denaturalization without a criminal trial. Paired with the new HR 875 bill, this could mean mass removals for people who've lived here legally for years. In this video, we'll expose what changed who's already affected and what you must do now before it's too late. The new threat, civil denaturalization. On June 11, 2025, the DOJ released a memo with major implications for U.S. immigration. That document authorizes civil denaturalization, meaning the government no longer needs a criminal trial to revoke someone's citizenship. What does this mean in practice? The burden of proof is much lower than in criminal cases. There's no right to a jury. You don't get a government-appointed attorney, and the process can move very quickly. This new rule targets naturalized citizens only, those who became citizens after holding green cards, and it's already being enforced. In July 2025, the DOJ confirmed that at least 4 individuals had their citizenship stripped using this new method. They weren't high-profile criminals. They were ordinary immigrants, some of whom had been citizens for up to 12 years. What were the reasons? One individual allegedly hid a criminal record during their green card process. Another was accused of lying on their citizenship application. A third had alleged past affiliations with a foreign organization before they immigrated. In every case, there was no trial, no public hearing, just quiet legal proceedings where they had little to no defense. If this is eye-opening so far, make sure to subscribe to Immiscope. We bring you urgent immigration updates with zero fluff and real facts, straight to the point. Why naturalized citizens are in the crosshairs. There are 2 types of U.S. citizens. 1. Those born in the U.S. or to American parents. 2. Those who naturalized after receiving a green card. Only the second group is vulnerable under this new civil denaturalization framework. Here's why. When you naturalize, you're required to provide a complete, truthful record of your immigration history. Even minor discrepancies, things you may not even remember, can now be used as a legal basis to reopen your case. And this applies retroactively. If your green card process or N-400 had inaccuracies, omissions, or even innocent mistakes, your citizenship can now be challenged and revoked. This is especially dangerous for people who got green cards through marriage, then later divorced, had visa overstays or undocumented status before applying, switched jobs during adjustment of status, missed disclosures on forms, or filed taxes incorrectly. The government is now using old files, comparing them to new data, and flagging cases for review. If they believe you misrepresented anything, even unintentionally, you could be next. The DUI bill, HR 875 and the slippery slope. Now let's talk about HR 875, a bill that just passed the House and is heading to the Senate. Its core provision, any undocumented immigrant with just 1 DUI would now face automatic deportation. This includes nonviolent DUIs from years ago, even cases where the sentence was served and closed. Why does this matter to you if you're a green card holder or citizen? Because policies like this often start small, targeting one group, and then expand quietly over time. And that's already happening. Legal analysts warn that HR 875 could eventually be used to target green card holders or naturalized citizens who had a DUI and didn't disclose it properly on immigration forms. It's important to note, HR 875 is not retroactive yet, but if you had a DUI and it was left off your I-485 or N-400, expunged or sealed but not reported, or happened under a different identity, you could still face revocation through civil proceedings, not criminal court. And again, no jury, no appointed attorney, just fast-track removal. Travel equals risk. Airport flagging is real. Many people don't realize this. International travel is now one of the biggest triggers for denaturalization investigations. Here's what's happening at airports. CBP officers can pull up your entire immigration file. They can ask about old addresses, employers, and marriage history. They're authorized to search your phone, and they can send you to secondary inspection, which can last hours. There are multiple confirmed cases of naturalized citizens being questioned about visits to countries like Yemen, Pakistan, or Iran, flagged for inconsistencies in job titles or marital timelines, detained temporarily, even though they were U.S. citizens. One simple mistake, like confusing Kenya with Yemen, has led to multiple hours of interrogation. And while they eventually allowed the person back into the country, the damage was done, their file was flagged, and now their citizenship is under review. You must know, if you're a green card holder or a naturalized citizen, it's time to get serious. Here's what you should do immediately to protect yourself. Avoid international travel if you've had any immigration red flags, DUIs, visa overstays, name changes, or document inconsistencies. File a FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act, to obtain your complete USCIS and CBP records. Update your Social Security record to reflect your U.S. citizenship if it hasn't been updated yet. Review your N-400 and I-485 with an experienced immigration attorney, especially if your immigration journey involved marriage or visa extensions. Create a pre-detention folder with physical copies of 1. Your passport, 2. Naturalization certificate or green card, 3. State-issued real ID, 4. Proof of residence, employment, and tax compliance. Memorize this exact sentence. I am a United States citizen. I was naturalized on insert your date. I respectfully request to be released. Say it clearly and calmly if you're stopped or detained. Say it 3 times so it's captured in the system. Final thoughts. This is no longer a warning. It's reality. The U.S. government has already removed citizenship from law-abiding individuals through quiet legal channels. The conditions for this to spread are now in place. DOJ's Civil Denaturalization Memo, the passage of H.R. 875, automated review systems tracking old green card records, increased CBP questioning of naturalized citizens at the border. This isn't fear, it's fact. The rules have changed. You need to know what's in your record, what risks exist, and how to defend your status before it's too late. Most immigrants came here for a better life. They played by the rules. They built lives, families, and futures. But now even U.S. citizenship has conditions. It's not just about what you did. It's also about what you forgot to disclose. If this video gave you value, don't leave without taking action. Like, subscribe to Immiscope, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a critical immigration update.